What is up, everyone? JD here. I hope you're doing well today. Got a mail call for you. Let's get into it. All right, guys, we got some new stuff coming in this week, and I'm really excited to get into them. We got a model that I ordered myself that I'm very excited that came in. This is a knife that has been in and out of the collection so many times, and I'm just wanting at this point kind of like a basic standard one. I think for part of the collection videos and things like that, this is definitely one that I want included in some of those. And whenever I get talked out of one, and the last one, because it was so modded, I got talked out of, I ended up missing it not even a month later. And they had a really killer sale over at Kaiser, and I just could not resist picking it back up. I think this one will stay in the collection though, and I'll explain a little bit as to why I ended up picking this one up and letting the other one go. So the other one was modded to kind of look like this. If you didn't know by now, it's the Kaiser Sheepdog. Sorry, I'm not really explaining what you're looking at here, but it is the premium variant of it. So same steel that I had on my old model S35VN. It has the slotted titanium show side scale, pivot collar, anodized blue, and then this one here is just their, I guess, blasted titanium. I don't know if it's sand or bead blasted titanium, but it has the pill-shaped opening hole, and it has the pre-designated cutout on here for this particular one. And I think I just wanted a factory-ish plain Jane version of this one. I really did love the other one, but it was definitely modded with anodizing and the opening hole and all that being added on, and then Satu Dave put a wonderful hollow grind on it. But for me, I just wanted a factory one, a regular one that I could kind of talk to and talk about, especially as they continue to release fantastic versions of this knife. It is my favorite iteration of it. Kaiser does a nice job with their S35VN. It holds a really good edge. It's really a knife that, or a steel that you can maintain fairly easily. It doesn't take a lot of time to maintenance it. You don't have to strop it every time you use it, but you can bring the edge back with a good stropping and not necessarily have to sharpen it. So it is definitely one of my top models from Kaiser. I think it's super unique. I love this blade shape. It does, it is cleaver-esque, but it is still really slicey. It's impressive how thin of a cutting geometry they put on a knife that's got this much of a blade to it. But really excited. I got it back in there. I know I'm delaying. We're going to talk about this one here first, because this is a pre-order version from Knife Standards, and I have some information here that I do want to share with you all. So I'm going to just really quickly summarize here, just in case you didn't know. Knife Standards has a new version or new model coming out known as the RR3. In here, he talks about everything that he does for Knife Standards, or with Knife Standards, is for his dad, in honor of his dad, who encouraged him to pursue his dreams here. So I'm definitely summarizing at a very high end, but feel free to pause and read if you would like. That's what this is talking about here. So this one is saying the RR3 integrates familiar lines of the brand's new features to make it an easy choice for everyday carry. The RR3 is the smallest design yet and is first liner lock. The other thing that he says here is they are using Vanex Super Clean, which is going to bring the price up a little bit because of the type of steel that it is. This is the second phase of the prototype. They're very close to where I want them to be. We will be dialing in the detent slightly stronger so it works equally as well with the studs and front flipper. The inlay versions will have wire clips. The stone milled versions will have the Knife Standards milled titanium clip. So the Knife Standard, he goes on to say, my Knife Standards milled titanium clips works with all models and fit my wire clips. So you can take the same milled clip from the RR Station and put it on the RR3 or the RR Standard, and vice versa. There are 3 versions, and they're there will be a drop coming soon in the next few weeks, $350 for each version. So here's his information, knifestandards.com, Instagram at knifestandards, and I will make sure that I have edited out his address because I didn't realize that was on the bottom there. And then here's really quick the quick information. Vanex Super Steel highlights 60 to 61 HRC. It's going to be flat ground stone washed, titanium handles, milled handle finish, multiple means of deployment, internal milling for weight reduction, all T8 hardware, custom pivot, reversible, milled titanium pocket clip or wire, and dual thumb studs, ceramic bearings, and each one will be numbered. Okay, so that is everything as far as the details go. I'm going to set all of this information to the side. Let's get to the knife, guys. Woo, that thing is closed. Knife Standard sticker, and there it is. Oh, he sent me the twilled carbon fiber with the micro milling. Check that out. Really beautiful micro milling. Both of these kind of going in the same direction to meet towards the center, and then a little bit of micro milling here around the pocket clip filler screw and the pivot. That square pivot is really cool. Got number 2 of the second run prototypes on here. Everything looking really clean. You got some chamfering here around the top. Got a little bit of an angle here at the bottom. Very simple construction. It just looks like 2 screw construction, the standoff and the pivot. So let's check the thumb stud action. Nice, pretty crispy. Interesting that he wants to dial that in a little bit more because it doesn't feel particularly weak. Can I feel that? Oh, I can feel it's a touch light. It's not super light, but it is something that I feel like if the action wasn't as good as it is, that it could be pretty light. And then yeah, it's a little light for that front flipper. I would like it just a little bit more dialed in. All right, let's take a look at this. It says prototype on the knife, if I'm reading that right. Yeah, prototype. So this would be Vanex, and maybe it'll be a polished finish, maybe it won't. You know, don't pay too close attention to that. Beautiful drop point blade shape. Very full, tall, flat grind. Prototype feels nice and thin. Hopefully they keep it like that. And then ergonomically very nice. So I liked the RR, but it was a little bit bigger for my typical carry. This one here is going to be more suited for what I like to carry usually. I have a couple of big knives, but not too many. Usually right around 4 fingers on there is what I like. Something that doesn't go too deep into the pocket when I'm carrying it. That way I can, you know, also carry my wallet down in that same pocket because the pocket's usually deep enough to where the wallet will drop all the way down. Nice strong pocket clip here too. Standoff, steel liners. I wonder why he went with full steel liners and not just milled titanium and a washer on this. I'll have to reach out to him and ask him that. But very cool. I'll do an overview and a better showcase of this one here in its own video. The last one that I want to talk about is going to be the Devo Knives Nip Light. I'm going to leave this information down here, but this is basically a budget friendly version of it. You're going to get a bunch of different versions from Devo, and then there's some dealer exclusives, 3 I believe. The manufacturer is Kubey, 154 cm, and pretty much aluminum for everything except for one G10 variant to keep the price down. And then here are the suggested retail and the drop. So August 15th, 99 bucks. This one here is going to be a traditional pocket knives exclusive. This one here, a White Mountain Knives exclusive. This one here is going to be the Blade Binge exclusive, which you will see in a future video because that's going to have more details on the drop itself. And then the Devo versions. So I'm really interested to check this one out in person. Kevin did offer to send this along so I could check it out and also share with my viewers who potentially could be interested in it. So he did send me the gray one. I was like, any chance I could check that gray one out? And he did. He let me check that out. So thank you, Kevin and Colin over at Devo Knives. Greatly appreciate it. Now that information can be paused and looked at, I'm just going to move everything over really quick. Oh, I forgot the sticker, the dip Devo had the dip, man, the Devo Nip Light. I don't know what the dip is, but that's pretty funny. Let me move this box over here as well. It's kind of blocking my elbow, but it looks like it's a raw. Is it a coated? No, it's coated. Okay, so when I got my Blade Binge version the other day, 2 days ago, it didn't have that little pad under it. I'm not quite sure what happened to mine. Maybe he was just inspecting it and it came loose. But I was wondering if this is like a blasted aluminum or if it's coated. And I want to say it's coated just because of the way that this looks in the milling lines. It looks like it is a gray coating on it. Very pretty. I love the purple against the gray. Let's see if, yeah, very consistent detent. Got a little bit of oil on the blade from shipping, but no big deal there. All of them, as I mentioned, 154 cm blade steel, and then all aluminum except for the G10 variant. He's calling that his user variant. Beautiful. QB did a good job on the black wash. I would have liked it to be a little bit heavier washed, but I think to go with the all blacked out hardware and pivot collar, or pivot bolt, I think that the black lightly washed is the better look. I love the fact that they got them to do all blacked out everything. Liners, hardware, everything matches the blade. I think that looks really good. I like the black on the pivot. The Devo Knives logo is there, but it's a little muted with it being all blacked out. Great detent on these little knives, and I love that they are a full 3-finger grip. I have enough here for my pinky to kind of land on, so I can't believe how well this works. So again, people will be like, you always cry for bigger knives. I do, but I appreciate a small knife that allows you to get a full purchase and is very comfortable. I do sit pretty close to the edge of that blade there, but if you can see, it might be better there. I am right behind it, not quite touching it, which isn't the case on my Vault, and I don't know that that video will be up before this one either. But my Vault I really like, but I can only get like 2 right before the first knuckle on it because it's a little tight there. This one here has plenty of room to spare for most people. I think will be good with this one, and it's going to be a model for me that I'm looking to kind of 5th pocket carry, companion carry. This one will be in the pouch sometimes, and actually kind of matches my pouch theme here, the black and the gray. And then you got a little pink going on, even though it is purple, a little purple up here with the jack sack and everything like that. Kind of matches it a little bit there. Pretty cool. I didn't even mean to do that. Didn't realize that was going to be what was happening. But this will be coming August 15th, and I do have the day before a video recapping where you're going to be able to find what version, what codes will work for you, and all of that. So shout out to Devo Knives for sending that along for me to check out. I'm super excited about it. I am a little worried that my wife might try to steal that one because it's got some purple in it, if I'm being honest. If she does, you know, I'll let her have that. And then shout out to RR Standards for letting me check out the RR3. I'm sorry, for Knife Standards for letting me check out the RR3. I've already put in my pre-order. I offered to check one of these out to do a video on it because it helps me and it helps him, right? And then my plain Jane version of the Sheepdog. You guys know I love the Sheepdog. I've had a ton of them on here, and I always show the ones that I get because I love them that much. I won't do another dedicated video to that one. It's out there if you're interested in it, or if you're interested in the one that I had modded, it's out there. This one for me is just to add to the collection. But that's everything. Let me know if you have any questions or anything that you'd like to know in addition to what I will go over in their dedicated one-off videos. And thank you for watching to this point. If you enjoyed, go ahead and hit that like on your way out. Drop a comment down below about these or what's in your pocket, or just say hi. You guys know I love interacting with you. And a special thank you to my channel members. I appreciate it. I love you guys. I hope you have a fantastic week. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.